Hey guys, Griffin here, and today we're going to be talking about 3 feral UI tools that I think are worth looking at. Before we get started, please take the time to like and subscribe as it really does help me out. Okay, now there are a ton of tools out there. It's hard to find the perfect one, and the 3 I'm going to show you might not be perfect for you, but I've used them and they've worked well. And I wanted to put them out there for you guys in case you're trying to prepare for Wrath. Maybe you've never played a Druid before and you don't have any idea which UI works the best. Well, I've got 3 completely different sort of choices. One's going to have a full encompassing toolkit. One's going to be specifically to feral, cat, and bear, and the other one's going to be kind of its own thing. So let's start off with the easiest one to show, which is, I'm not going to remember the name of it ever because it's so complicated, Chewy's Twist of Seiyu's Classic Druid Essentials. So essentially what this is, hold on, let me load. Never, and I'm gonna turn this one off just because this is a custom one I added. Okay, so what this is it's pretty much an all-in-one tool for all your cooldowns, all your debuffs, all your tracking for every type of spec you want to play. So if you're a feral, it has a feral setup. If you're a bear, it has the bear setup, and it includes all the little tools to kind of keep track of what you care about. So like right here in bear, you've got energy, or you've got rage and mana. It's got all your cooldowns you need to track. You've got Lacerate, Mangle, things like that to just keep quickly an eye on where your buffs are. That's kind of what these tools are supposed to be. It's so you can look at one spot quickly and know exactly what's going on in your world at that given second. So I've used this before. It's actually when I first got into Wrath Beta. This is the one I grabbed. We modified it a little bit to support Wrath. Since then, I believe it's been updated to already do that. But I'll share the one I have so that there's no confusion. But feel free to look for it in the WoW. They might have an updated version since the one I modified. Okay, like I said, it's a great tool. It handles pretty much every form. So if you're a balanced druid, if you're a restful druid, it should have something like this for your spec. All right, so let's just turn this one back off. Oops, sorry. You'd think I'd be better at this. Okay, so the next one is also a weaklore, and this is mine personally. Yes, I'm going to be a little biased because it is mine, so take that with a grain of salt, that everything I say is probably because I love this tool because I made it myself. And I know it's not perfect. I accept that. Okay, so what this is a tool specifically for feral and bear. The reason I created it was to handle bear weaving specifically. A lot of the tools did something like this, but I wanted something that I could quickly modify to support my concepts for bear weaving. So as you can see, there's nothing here in caster form. If I go into bear form, this is what it looks like. It's got my berserk, my bark skin, and rage, and survival instincts. So those are my big boy cooldowns, and then here are all my debuffs that I need to care about. Now I could move frenzied regen up here, but I kind of like it down here because it's kind of part of my cycle. When I'm taking damage, I just mash that button. Though I could see it going up here. It's just where I put it. Sorry. Anyway, so Mangle, Lacerate, Maul, and these are my 3 priority buttons that I press as a bear. And once Lacerate hits 5 stacks, it automatically converts to swipe. So even on single target, it's going to let you know, hey, swipe, 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 swipe. Really handy, really simple. This is pretty much it. Now, if I go to bear form, or sorry, cat form, same idea. It got rid of the enrage because I don't care, but these 3 are still useful for a cat: berserk, bark skin, and survival instincts. Then down here, I've got all my debuffs that I have to keep track of highlighted to tell me which ones to apply. So Fairy Fire needs to go up, then I go Mangle, then I Rake, then I Savage Roar, and then it's going to, I'm obviously going to Berserk, Shred, all that good stuff. And this is all to make sure that I'm keeping my cooldowns cycled properly. I'm using my Tiger's Fury, which is like, it should go up here, but it's like Frenzied Regen. It's just for this guy. And it's really quick and helpful and simple. Now, if you don't like it, that's fine. Use a different one, but that's what I use. I also want to show the whole point of this, which was adding a couple features in custom options for bear weaving. So by checking bear weaving, I'm adding the enrage up here while I'm in cat form, so I can monitor enrage in cat because that is an important part of bear weaving. Also, while I'm in bear form, I can now see my energy bar while in bear. So I've got 10 rage, but 100 energy, and it will keep track of that so that I don't have to guess when I'm in bear where my energy's at. If you didn't see already, there's also a Lacerate Weave option. What this does is actually adds Lacerate to your debuff bar as a feral cat, so you can keep an eye on your Lacerate debuff so you know when to switch to bear and, you know, just reapply your lacerate and things like that. If you're not lacerate weaving or if you're not bear weaving, no problem, just uncheck the boxes and it will clean up the UI just a little bit for you. Anyway, that's my tool. Feel free to play with it. There's also a couple of hidden things I added. Feel free to remove them, but it does a clear casting proc. It's going to show this like blue thing so that I can visually know I've got a clear casting proc. It still plays the noise, so it's not really necessary, but you can easily delete that. And then something in Cat Tracker, I've had 2 of them. I have Insta Heal. This is a little, there we go. This little thing right here is going to show you when you need to, when you can pop out and heal. Now, if you saw my video on Heal Cat, this is what this is for. So if you're trying to heal while DPSing, this is the notification that says, hey, you can heal for instantly. You can heal instantly. There you go. Feel free to turn this off, but it is really helpful to know when you've got an insta heal while you're in cat form. The other one is Unholy Frenzy, better known as Hysteria. I just wanted to see how often I was getting Unholy Frenzy in 5 mans, in 10 mans, and 25 mans. So I added this. I left it in there because I feel like some people, they just want to know, hey, I have Unholy Frenzy. Maybe I pop some extra cooldowns because I've got that debuff or that buff up. Again, if you don't know how to turn stuff off, just click on the item and then you click on load, and then just click never, and it will remove that. Yeah, and if you also, I added to this one, this is actually built into mine now. It's my combo tracker. So this little circle lets you know how many combo points you have on a target. If you don't like this, I know a lot of people like the combo points as little lines. I like them right in my face. If you don't like this though, just click on combo tracker, click load, and click never, and it will hide. That's pretty much it, guys. That's my tool. So let me turn this one off too, because I've got one more for you. Whoops. There we go. Never. Okay. Now the other one is actually an add-on and not a weak aura. So we're gonna turn. It's called Feral. It's made by someone named Cixi or Kixi, C-I-X-I. I actually talked to them on their Discord. What I really like about this is it's so customizable. There's definitely potential for something really cool here. So, excuse me. So the big box right here, or the little box I should say, is the big deal. So if I click something, it's telling me to apply whatever it is. Currently it's saying I should apply Rake. Now I've been modifying this quite a bit, so don't trust this at all. So let me build up. So now it's telling me to, and all I have to do is press the button that it says. And it says Ferocious Bite, go bear form. Then I go back. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. But you get the idea. So now, before you're like, whoa, the rotation's super wrong. Yeah, that's probably because I've been messing around with it quite a bit. And I'm going to show you that part too, because that's kind of like the cool thing of this tool. So if you've never used anything like this, it's got a single target, a solo, a AoE, a bear AoE, and a bear single target. And what you can do is you can actually modify these however you want the priority to be. So if you want Shred only to happen after Mangle's been applied, you can probably just move Mangle up to the top, move it all the way to the top. Or if you want Fairy Fire as a priority, you can do something like that. On top of that, you can have different settings, like the minimum combo points to tell you to put Rip Up is 5, which is accurate. If you don't have I don't like this at all. There we go. I'm gonna set it to 0 actually. Okay, sorry. If you don't have 5 combo points, don't recommend ripping. Same thing with Savage Roar. Maybe you want a minimum of 4 combo points. You can change that. It'll let you know with 10 seconds left, probably 8 seconds is better. And it will automatically determine an order based on the logic that you enter for each of these. So like Berserk will only be prompted if I have at least 60 energy. Tiger's Fury will only prompt me if I have less than 30 or a maximum of 30 energy. Things like that definitely could be played around with so that you can come up with the logic for how you want your rotation to go, build it into this tool, and then just mash the button it shows on the screen. Definitely worth checking out. Let me know if you guys figured out. And the cool thing is if you do figure out like the perfect one, you can click export and it will work the whole thing. And you can share it. The guy who made this, Cixi, again, don't know if it's a guy or a girl, they do have a Discord, I don't know if I'll link in the description, but I'll link the add-on and it should have it in the Discord so you can check it out. Anyway, guys, that was the last one. I think these are really cool tools. Again, obviously I'm biased because I like my tool, but the other two are really good too, and I definitely think they're worth at least taking a look at. If you have any questions about any of these tools, or if you have a recommendation for other tools that you think are even better, let me know in the comments below. And guys, if you're looking for other tools, check the comments below or hop into my Discord. Thanks for watching, and as always, take care.